Alrighty. Hey Mugen, how you doing, buddy? Let's make sure I have this all done the right way. Yep, there we go. There we go. And there we go. Alright, so here we go. Push the button. Stream button. How you guys doing out there? Whoa! What is that noise? Sadistic with a 36-month sub. Dude, how are you doing? Thank you for the 3 years. Jeez. Appreciate it, dude. Alright, let me just make sure I have this up here. This goes there. And then we continue with our thing here. I've been doing good, man. Been doing good. Been getting into a ton of games. I'm right now currently really into Last Epoch. Be playing this the rest of the week until Monday. Monday Doom the Dark Ages drops. Play that to completion and probably hop back onto this. And currently doing a fundraiser for St. Jude's.
May Eterra smile upon you.
That's that thing you see at the top of the everywhere now. I don't know if you can see my hand. But yeah, I don't know if it gets cut off with my camera. But there's that bar at the top. My goal is to raise $1,000 for St. Jude. And any kind of bits or any kind of bits on Twitch or any kinds of super chats that come through on YouTube, I will be putting directly into there for the month of May. Or you could type exclamation St. Jude in the chat on either platform, and it will give you the St. Jude's link to donate directly. I happen to go through me. And then I believe you could write it off on your taxes and stuff like that. You get credit for it if you so choose. But anyway, how you been, sir? What you been up to? Alright, Jehovah the Archivist. Oh, have you found any signs of the Lesser Refuge? I see. If you do manage to find signs of its existence, please return to me. I must add this to the records while I still have a chance. Okay, so we want to do that side quest. All the way over there. So Shattered Valley to the north. To the north. To the north. Alright, so this one.
Stand down or die.
The abandoned tunnel, that's where we gotta go. What? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 bits. Thank you, Sadistic. For the 500 bits that I will anonymously donate to the cause. But also, if you ever feel so inclined, just type St. Jude. The link should pop up. Takes you to a Tiltify page. I am not the middleman. It goes directly to St. Jude. And that way your name gets to pop up on the little scroll that happens at the top of on the horizontal streams. And then on some kind of like leaderboard thing. It's all up to you, but I do appreciate it. I also have to come up with incentives, like if we hit our goal, or like milestone things. So if anybody has any suggestions on how to do that, because I am flush out of creativeness right now. So we're trying to get to the other camp that exists here. That is... Hey, Maddie, how you doing? Don't need either of those things. Nothing here that is the minimum requirements. Here we go. Why is that zoomed? What? Thank you for the sub, Maddie. I think it's a sub. My alerts are all wild. I don't know. Hold on a second. Did something happen on here? And I love how my alerts don't tell me everything properly in my little thing here. Thank you. I have to like basically keep this one open here. I swear I've streamed before. I swears it. But I do that already just for funsies, like, you know what I mean? I want to try to fix this here. Why is this so zoomed in? Yeah, get that out of there. Okay. That's not a bad idea, though. Every $100 something. Not a bad idea. Spin to win, nothing. I'm going for an axe build. Two-handed axe, void knight, spin to win, essentially. It's basically every time I hit something with either physical damage or void damage, which I do now with everything, a fraction of the damage comes back as leeched life. Trying to find this other refuge place, because the story of this game, from what I could tell, this is a game where the story's campaign hops through time. So I'm from a specific era. Hold on. I changed things up. I have new abilities. So yeah. So like I came from, I believe, the Divine era. This is where everything started. Then I got sent forward to this time when something bad happened around here and everything here is garbage. And like you pop around time to do all these crazy things, and it's really an interesting way to do an ARPG. Because like you're seeing places you've been to just either completely ruined or in ancient times, and I like it a lot. PoE did something like that with the campaign. Like the third act took place in ancient times. Increasing weirdness, like no, I am not touching that fermented shark fish. That smells like formaldehyde. No. I don't want to put Pixie through that either. Because if I have to go through that stuff that stinks up the apartment, she has to deal with that too. I'm not doing that to her. I like where your head's at though, like something like that where it's unique. Arboreal circuit, minion arm. This is a minion thing. I don't want to do I don't run necro. I don't run minion stuff. There is a necromancer in this game though, but I'm going against type and playing a barbarian-ish kind of class. No. Nope, wands. I don't think I'm either. I also don't think I'm going to do stuff like, you know, cut hair or my beard. That would just not be good. Do this. Yeah, the hopping through time thing is a cool little take on it. Increase mana, cold resistance. I might swap to this one actually. One, it's yellow. 2, it has more stats for what I'm trying to do. No. Attunement, I think, is not what I'm looking for. I also have no idea what I'm doing, like, build-wise with this game. I did not look up a guide. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants right now. Everything I'm doing is just what I think makes sense. You can respec things. But that comes at a price. So I don't know. Have you ever played Path of Exile, Sadistic? Like Path of Exile 2 or seen gameplay of it? Because if so, then you're familiar with its skill tree. Skills in this game work kind of like, it's like a hybrid of Diablo and Path of Exile. So Diablo, you're given like a range of skills that you pick from to slot on your character. This one is more the same along those lines. So yeah, in this game, like Diablo, you have a bunch of skills you can pick from. So I can only slot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skills. But I have everything that's colored in to choose from. So playing Sentinel is the main class. And then you have these specified subclass abilities. Void Knight, Forge Guard, Paladin. So you have options, but within each skill, when you put them up here, is when it gets to be very Path of Exile-like. So I could specialize my throwing hammers to fit my playstyle. These grow with experience. And when you respec it, you lose a level. So you have to regain, like, experience to up it. It's an interesting take on it. %, chance to gain health per point. Well, 50%. That might work. What's this way? Increase attack speed. More damage, but hammers travel slower. Hammers getting disintegrating aura. Scales with the increases to void damage and damage over time. That might make sense going that way. So I do 1 point there, then that unlocks. I have to do 3 points at least into here to unlock this. Rapid disintegration. So yeah, I want to go this way with it now. Now I'll have 5 hammers. Yeah. Because if I'm going Void Knight, I want Void stuff. And then this is the Nemesis. So this is like, whoa. Two-handed mace, legendary maul. Well, boy, I'll tell you what. Challenge for it. This guy's gonna most certainly kill me. Sir, I'd prefer it if you didn't do any of this stuff to me. Thank goodness for my spin to win. Problem is, I have no more mana. dare. Sir? Ooh. Okay. Two-handed mace, my shard, so I get all that gear that was in that empower thing. I can't wear this yet until I'm level 28, so one more level. And then I get physical resistance, more mana. That's fine. This goes to throw away. This goes to throw away. This we keep in our stash. There's a chest down here. Don't need that. I'm not playing mage. Yeah, this game is actually really fun. I say, because I bought Diablo 4 and I played that through just because I felt like it was a ton of money to drop on a game. Because I bought it and the expansion that gave you the monk that I never played. And after a while I just got bored of it. Plus it's always online. This game you can play an online character or offline characters too, which is really nice. But you can't take your offline character online and vice versa. Which is weird, but I guess I understand. There you are. This is all to find that other refuge. And then we'll start progressing the main story again. I didn't think I was going to be using spin to win as much as I am. But it's a clutch move. What the heck? They are a 25-year-old band. I recently found Bloodbath. Oh, dude, Bloodbath is so good. Eaten back to life is one that always pops up on my playlists. I'll take this. Scepters I don't need. I probably should be trying to like hoard weapons for other classes, but I think when I go play through as the other classes, I'm probably just going to play it from the ground up, like from scratch. Lost Refuge, there we go. I remember finding out about Bloodbath because Opeth's lead singer, Michael, filled in on vocals for them, I think on an album or two. Now it's in my head. Oh yeah. Eaten. You know what the funny thing is? Like, when I was growing up and going to high school, right? There was this college radio station that I would listen to late at night. Because there really wasn't anything on the radio that played the music I listened to. I also listened to it on Wednesday evenings. Because they had a Wrestling Wednesday show where you could call in and talk about wrestling. Not just like WWF, at the time WWF. but like ECW, NWA, all that stuff. And it was a nice place to go to talk about like a passion of mine, which was wrestling. But also on that station at like any other night that wasn't Wednesday would be like the heaviest, gnarliest death metal you could think of. It was college radio. So I remember hearing this one song, and I had no idea who the band was because it was college radio, and sometimes they didn't introduce stuff, they just let stuff go. Turns out it was Death, with the song Symbolic. And it always stuck in my head, and I had nobody that ever was able to tell me, like, when I would, like, hum the melody of the chorus and stuff, like, what it sounded like. No one had any clue. And then Spotify suggested, hey, you might like this stuff. What's Warpath? Is Warpath one of mine? No. I also don't know Javelin. What do we do here? We have Mighty Delivery, Holy Spear. No, we don't want Holy Spears. Lead and a chance to slow. No, I'm good with the hammers. But yeah, turns out I was a fan of Death before I even knew who Death was. And then also, funny enough, because I started getting into Death and like listening to their... What just made that noise? I swear I just heard a noise. I don't know. It was a weird noise. Kind of like a computer noise. Anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, so... Oh, this. Get out of here. Why are you here? Turn that off. Why did that just pop up? Anyway. I lost my train of thought. Oh. So I started listening to Death, getting familiar with their catalog and everything. And then, one of the developers for a game, reached out to me via my email to, like, do something to cover his game. And I did. It was the one about the Crystal Mountain. And I made mention, like, you don't happen to listen to Death, do you? Because that was another thing from, you know, band. And he was like, yeah, I listened to it extensively while coding this game. And I'm like, that's pretty heckin' cool. Okay, enough of me geeking out about metal. That's a cool weapon. Empower it. So with these Nemesis things, from what I'm gathering, what I've gathered, it gives you the chance to like get up to 4 pieces of gear, and you could either challenge the Guardian for it on the spot. You could empower them. You have to fight like the current version of it, or you can banish it. It recycles. The world is just more geeking out about things that are just harmless and fun. Pyromancer sword. No, I want axes. And there's these other towers in this game that give you buffs and abilities for like a minute or so. Yeah, it's almost done. That was a Phoenix Shrine. Now it's gone. Sometimes you spit poison, sometimes you pull their life force out of them, and sometimes you get a Phoenix to follow you into battle. Alright, waypoint unlocked, that's all that matters. That means it must be near the town. You know what? What makes me so sad though about music? Like Google had Google Play Music, which was so much better than Google or YouTube Music. Like so much better. I just wish it came. I wish that they never got rid of it. Two-handed axe. Hold on. Average attack speed, more damage, minion damage. I can get rid of the bleed on hit because I have a chance to bleed all the time. Void damage. Ooh, yes. Shards. Let's equip that axe, actually. Look at my character sheet. Watch numbers go up. Oh, numbers went down. Actually, good. Alright. Lore time. A large stone table holds an old tome. This record has been established to chronicle the history of Magister Wallace and his exodus to the underground in the face of a creeping dark substance. The elders of Welrin are fools. They've spent so long hiding the nature of the shard from the immortal empire, yet the second those tyrants are at their weakest, they want to flee into the mountains. Forget the so-called outcast queen. What we need is a lesser refuge. We found a cave system not far from the city. Inside, darkness is there, along with some weakened immortal scum. I wager that this darkness, this void, as we now call it, was born from one of their foul experiments. The fact that they die from it now is justice. Now we wait for the void to dissipate and head back to the surface. This text appears to be written in different handwriting. How ironic that my last testament would be written in the journal of Wallace, yeah. The second those mad void worshippers found us, he offered us to them. Funny, because they tore him to pieces all the same. His bones are laying in the back of our city, under how much of that darkness only Eterra knows. For decades we hid here. The Magister insisted we were in no real danger, only for the void to sweep in and end us all. We carved homes from this stone. We've raised children here. We've lived. Wallace was wrong. This place wasn't a lesser refuge. It was our last refuge. 2 passive points. That's good stuff. Increase the lead trait. %. Alright, so let's go to one of these now. Increase critical chance? No. Maybe. Throwing void, increased spell void damage. You have an increased health. Chance to absorb health on kill 5% per point. Slot it into there. Okay. Turn to Genova in the council chambers. The council chambers.
May Eterra smile upon you.
Oh, you found the lesser refuge? Please. Tell me everything you saw. Were there survivors? I see that as a tragedy, but at least with this tome, we will be able to preserve their memory. They didn't want to be called the lesser refuge. What they want to be called? The refuge. Almost wanted to call it Rat City.
Farewell.
I mean, they gave me the option. Alright, store some things. You get put down here. There we go. Another one of you. One of you. Anything else that goes in here? Oh, that's a new idol. I might have to make like just this is for idols and one for like magic / legendary stuff. Uniques and legendaries. Alright, this goes in the sentinel stash. Can't wear that just yet. Everything else here, though, I feel like I can get rid of because... Oh, this also goes in the idols and misc. Anything else? Alright, you can go in the garbage. You can... That's what I had. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Not garbage, I'm going to sell it. Oh yeah, sell that. Another idol. Void resistance, damage over time, health regen, physical resistance. That one. You. Let's see what else we have. Mana regen. Nope. Necrotic and all that stuff I don't do. Like on the bottom of this piece here, when I pull it up, it tells me the plus and the negatives. So plus health, plus throwing damage. This one goes here. No. That's not a good one. That's just a bare bones. Anything that's blue, I think I'm just going to auto throw away. Daggers we don't use. That we don't do. That we don't do. And then... Yep, everything goes to sell. You.
Yes.
Nice.
Follow your feet.
Alright, so now I have to go to all the way here, the Lotus Halls. Do I not have my stupid... where is it? Streamer mode. Nope, it's not on. I swear I'm a professional sometimes. I'm interested to see how the void thing works with the hammer throw. That trail of corruption, whatever they called it. Hatchet, that's an axe. That's a one-handed axe. All I know is it tells me the way to go is up north, so I want to go everywhere else except that way because I like to explore the whole map before we peace out on this. Nope. I should probably change the loot filter then. Stuff. Balm of Purity? Nope. staff. I wonder what the other kinds of abilities are that I could use. Like the Abyssal Echoes. A Nova that echoes from up to 8 enemies it reaches and applies Abyssal Decay. Enemies with Abyssal Decay take void damage over time for 5 seconds. If they take a hit, all the damage from Abyssal Decay is dealt to them immediately. I'll try that out. So, oh, I see. Oh. That's a good one to use when I'm getting swarmed. And then everything basically takes 1 hit to die because I deal a massive amount of damage in 1 shot instead of over 5 seconds. That's a dirty move. Salmon burgers. Nice. How much here, babe? I'm just enjoying the last Epoch. Homemade salmon burgers or other? There we go. Two-handed sword. All this stuff I will be able to sell later on, but you we hold on to. Nothing here. Store-bought, you're lazy. You're the kitchen. I get you. Yeah, today I meant to make like some kind of stir-fry thing for me and the lady. But today kind of got away from us. And I forgot to take everything out of the freezer. So we just improv dinner tonight. Why don't I just pick up this ring? No. No. Freeze everything around me now.
Stand down or die.
My dude does speak. I don't know why I had the voice lines muted for so long. Warrior's Jade Ring. Increased physical damage. That might work. Damage over time, physical resistance, necrotic block, dodge rating. Yeah. We want to go this way and check out all this stuff before we go head towards where we want to go. Oh, much better. I love when things deal in percentages instead of flat numbers. I have a little bit of a ward too, a shield. Adios, muchacho. No, the one I have is better. Yeah, I'm liking Void so far. Just spin to win. Brass amulet? No.
Stand down or die.
Whenever I use that ability, he likes to say that phrase. Yeah, Cassette Beast is a good game. I have up till Thursday recorded. I definitely started to meet some trouble at the end of my the last couple of episodes. Won't spoil it, but I do now know what happens when you hit 0 health. It took me like the entire series almost to get down that far. But it's such a good game. I'm definitely gonna finish it because I definitely haven't caught all of the quartered all the beasts in that game yet. That's one I definitely will be playing just off stream, like when I finish it. Like Wednesday nights I usually just chill with the lady on the couch. She's playing Switch, I'm playing Steam Deck. That's a game I could definitely pull up on there and just enjoy. And then the hard part about like finishing a game that's so long for our Let's Play, it's like, what do I play next? But I have a couple games lined up. I gotta say though, I'm definitely starting to dig cozy, chill kind of games. As I play this and I have Doom queued up next. Yeah. I think I'm also just enjoying the discovery aspect of some games. Instead of like trying to find the optimal or the meta build of something. Like what's the best way to go about things. No, what way works best for me is what I'm trying to find. That comes back in 2 seconds. And he's dead. But I'm glad you like it. I was wondering who keeps auto-watching and hitting a like on them like within minutes of it going live. Okay, yeah, that void thing is pretty good. Oh, I know. Like, I've been buying, like, games, EA games and everything. And it's like, what do I do next? Like, how? As soon as I get to a place, because this is online, there's no, like, pause. And if I do idle for too long, it will kick me. Yeah, the amount of games that I've bought recently, just because, like, A, they were on sale for super cheap because of, like, a Steam mega discount or whatever. Or it's the early access, and I definitely plan on playing it. Like, Enshrouded just came out with a huge patch that had a ton of updates and overworking of some systems, and that game probably is close to 1.0. As is Valheim. But there's just too many things coming out soon. I wish I didn't have to, like, work for a living so that I could indulge. And part of me wishes I was older and able to retire. At this point, like, even if that was the case, I doubt I'd even have a retirement fund anyway, the way things are. My point being, there is much too little time in the day. Hey. One, two, 5, and knock him down. I keep seeing also, now that they've done some more about it, Deep Rock Galactic's next game, or I should say Ghost Ship Games' next game, Deep Rock Galactic Rogue Core. Oh. They did a dev stream of it today, of them playing it, because it's in closed alpha, and like they give permission for people to like stream it and play it and stuff. It looks so good. The shards of the Epoch are calling you to this statue, but nothing is here. Oh, another thing here, huh? Wait, that was where I was supposed to go? I don't think so. Now I'm in the ruined era. Ruined temple. Huh? 1290. Area level 22. What just happened there? What was it showing me? Was that like an alternate version of reality where the void didn't take over everything? Possibly. I lose a potion slot, but I gain a ton of armor. I'll take it. I don't really use potions anyway. My build is made to regen health like crazy. But basically, a void knight is like a cursed knight. Or like, in PoE, it feels like the chaos magic. Chaos witch. Which I mess with. I like that.
Stand down or die.
Take care of this. I want to look at my library of games I've recently purchased, and I can tell you exactly what I've done. I'll just need to chill. Cleaver, staff, scepter. There we go. No. Nope. Definitely not. Okay. Oh, here's a champion. Gilgamesh the Corrupt. Spin Twin doesn't hurt it that much. That was unnecessarily tough. For what little payoff there was. Oh, resist physical damage, and that's all I am. Bleed, and bleed is technically physical damage. Which is why I gotta buff up my void damage. Blade, no. 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 The worst thing is when it says resists physical damage and has more health. That means it's going to take a while for me to chip away at it. These scorpions are not my friend here.
Stand down or die. Yeah.
Turtle? No. The thing I like the most so far is that it looks like most of the way to earn gold in this game isn't by just pocketing a ton of armor and selling it, because I think most armor goes for like a handful of gold, unless you start getting like the uniques and the magics. Am I the last Epoch? No, no, no. I am but a humble sentinel in this stuff. Epoch, I think, just stands for measurement of time, right? So it was all just one giant loop. Cool. I'm going to go over here, though, and finish this part up. Which makes sense if you're floating around different time periods. There's even a place called the End of Time. You can go to the end of time. I did not zoom out on the end of time. That's a lot of stuff. Okay. That's the first time I've seen it go that far out. I have no idea what the end game is like in this game either. I'm hoping it's not like Path of Exiles with the map system. That's about the only thing I don't like about Path of Exile is their end game.
Stand down or die.
Which is rough because, like, if you don't like the end game on a game that encourages the grind to end game, what do you do? We're going this way, right? Hammer throw deals more damage. Disintegrating aura. And then Warpath. Oh, I did have Warpath. Okay. Yeah, Warpath does this. Did they? I haven't really given it a look since I stopped playing with that issue I had. I don't think they redid their endgame. They might have tweaked some, like, rates and stuff from what I understood. But it's still the same system. The map system is their endgame. I want this. Warpath Echoes. Yeah, I should have been slotting into this more than this stuff. Okay, remove this point. No, don't do that. Well, no. The point is what the point is. I also have these. Dark Maw. Yes. I'm doing physical damage and I'm doing void damage. That's my two go-tos. What's this? Sanctum Bastille. Hey, Hen, how you doing, buddy? Got a piece of something stuck in my tooth. Finally, after so long, that's what whispered. I checked out Fourth Wall. No, I did not. I totally forgot about it. I have the worst goldfish brain in the world. I know you either sent it to me as a DM or you put it in the Discord, but most times when I sign off of here, I just go straight into the other room and go to bed, and then I wake up and I forget about everything that happened the night before. Here. What was Fourth Wall, by the way? Metal Gamer. Yeah, that's basically what I am. My brain is so bad at remembering things that my fiance, we made a calendar that we both share now. So anything important goes in that one. Because I will always, always, always forget to do stuff. Strength, increased armor. No. Ah, that. Okay. I remember now. You returned. I guess for that stuff, I gotta try to figure out like what it is I would like to do print on demand. Melee lightning. I lose the void, but I gain. I'll take it. It might be good. Melee void damage. Which one was the melee void damage? You. Chance to stun, increased poison damage. 5 health on melee hit. I might keep the one I'm rocking then. Hold on. God, that's a lot of nonsense happening right there. What's up here? Anything? No, nothing.
Stand down and die.
Sword of Wounds, Turn the Mace, Scepter, nope. How did you find out about this fourth wall place, is my question. Is it a friend of yours or like someone that you know uses it for stuff? I'm just trying to figure out in my brain. Oh, the end of ruin. What?
Eterra is dead. Our abyss is free.
What is happening? Boss fight, okay. Phase 2 against a shield that dies pretty quickly. That's the shields. Oh, Philip the Frank uses it? Okay. It's a good thing to use then. Not that it wouldn't have been good if it just came from you, Hen, but like, if somebody that big uses it, then it is trustworthy to not have things happen to it. My brain is just doing weird things. I'm in a weird mood today. I'm just saying things randomly. I don't have a filter on today or something. I don't know. I was trying to record something earlier. This nice, chill little fishing game. And then like halfway through it, I'm just like saying the most out of pocket weird things, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm just not feeling this right now. I just shut it down, destroyed the video, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go and make dinner. You ever have just those weird days? The 2 shards in your possession resonate with power. The last shard lies ahead, taking it will reform the Epoch.
After eons alone, 3 again become 1.
So this is the Epoch, Mujin.
Precipice of a broken world, there is hope. The Epoch is reforged. As the traveler left, their real journey began.
The tutorial's over. The Epoch is a tool that lets you go through time. No, not web fishing. It was called Fish and Chill. Really cute art, just nice little demo. It's peaceful and stuff and quiet. And then I just can't have things be quiet in my brain, or else I don't know.
Done with gas.
I don't like it.
I take it.
I don't like when things are quiet.
How did it feel? Their memories and dreams flowing into you, providing power that you might start to mistake as your own. Huh, don't dwell too much on it. Trust me.
Okay.
Done with Gasper. How did it feel? Huh, don't dwell too. Stay safe.
Well, by the way, now that more people are here, I will have to do my semi. I don't know how many minutes have gone by since the last time I did this. I'm doing a charity fundraiser thing for St. Jude. So, if you're on Twitch, if you're on YouTube, it doesn't matter. All you have to do is type exclamation STJUDE into chat, and it will provide a link where you can donate to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. I'm part of a stream team now on Twitch that does this every May. Part of the St. Jude's Play Live. Team I'm on has already raised $10,000 for St. Jude. And so far, we have raised in 2 streams $11. Because any kind of super chat, any kind of bits that I get on either Twitch or YouTube, I will donate as anonymous, or your name if you so choose. So yesterday we got $6.98 in super chats, so that went right into the St. Jude Fund.
I believe we have identified when the void began to sweep over the
Imperial
world,
era,
and who is likely responsible. The year 1005 in the Imperial era. Many travelers have come and gone before you. The information gleaned from their adventures makes many things possible. Centuries before the world was ruined, it faced a different threat. The Immortal Empire. They were once human, but their dark magic twisted them into a vile mockery of life. These undead fiends hunted the living at the whim of the Immortal Emperor.
So what's cool is a portion of this game I did not play on stream. Had me going through different parts, and I dealt with something from the Immortal people, but not knowing what they were. I like how it trickles lore information throughout your gameplay.
We believe that
it's
it
nice.
was his
I like
greed for power that unleashed the void upon the world. Stopping him is our best chance at changing fate.
Alright, I'm going to have to ask you to say that one more time again, guy. We believe that it was his greed for power that unleashed the void upon the world. Stopping him was our best chance at changing fate. How can I get there?
The Epoch will guide your way. It knows the weavings of fate far better than any of us.
Good.
Seek out the outcast queen, leader of the living rebels.
This was in that
and
journal.
show her the Epoch. The rest will be up to you.
Nice. And that's the way there. We're not going there just yet because I have too much stuff on my person that I need to offload into my safety, my treasure chest. Can't I just jump down there? I technically can interact that way? Where's my treasure chest? Dude, can I do that? Ah, it's gonna have me go down there, okay. I thought I would be able to do it just there. Oh yeah, let me test this out, by the way. Let me test out if this thing I did with stuff worked. Well, I guess it won't work on this one. Because I done messed up the action. Just do this. Let me try this again. Better work. It doesn't work with broadcast ID. That makes me sad. Alright, it's just gonna spam it to both chats now. I hope. Yep, there it is. Yeah, that's the link I was talking about. This, we're gonna put you into here. Everything else gets sold off. Or did we want this one? I think we wanted to keep this. Yeah. And who do we sell to over here? Alright. Head back on up, go through that portal, and now we start... I don't know what. I legitimately don't know what we're trying to start here now. The other thing I saw here was, we're in the end of time, right? This is where we are. I think this is the end game where you hop, maybe you do hop around these places and do things. Yeah, alternate timelines. This game is kind of huge. Yeah, we started in the Divine Era. Here. There's 14 areas there. Nice. Okay. Imperial Era time. That's a person. These are people. What's this way over here? 1005 AG. Does that mean you're gonna be somebody I have to fight later? I had to fight a creature that came from a statue. I remember that. Also appears like there's something here that I'll have to do. Circle on the map implies so. Over here. Oh, where'd you come from? I'm here to see the queen, right? Well, be careful. Okay.
Farewell.
Yes?
Who's this? You call that armor? If you want to stand a chance against the Immortal Empire, you're going to need better gear. To the forge and beer yourself with some shards. Thank me later. Okay. Hey, Metalhead, what are you doing over here? How you been? Hey, Space Gamer over on YouTube. How you doing today?
Stay safe.
How you guys been? We have the forge. Let's go do the forge thing, because that's a subquest. An introduction to crafting. What are you guys going to tell me?
What?
As much as I hate the Empire and all they've done, I can't bear to watch Mattis's interrogations. It isn't right. It's unsettling. Couldn't some of them still be human? They might still hold some of their memories or their personality. I'm doing alright, Metalhead. Just enjoying some last Epoch here. Doing some fundraising for St. Jude. And good to hear that, Space Gamer. What? Space Gamer? I have to switch up my alerts. I don't know what you just did, Space Gamer. Dude, thank you for the $2 super chat. Super nice. I'm going to put that directly into the St. Jude Fund. Because every super chat, every bit that we get, I'm going to put directly into the St. Jude Fund for the month of May. We did $6.98 yesterday. That $2 makes $7 today. We're on track for probably not $1,000, but anything is good. Maybe even the Emperor was once good, though warped and twisted, maybe he retains who he once was. I think, let me see. If I put this into, yeah, if you do St. Jude in the chat on Twitch. I just did it on YouTube. You could probably scroll up and see it. I think that's how YouTube chat works. You could probably scroll up a little bit and see it. I don't want to spam it. Well, thank you, Space Gamer. I don't want you to break the bank.
God.
Only if you can, only if it's like something you can like help out with. Oh, Hen with $5. That's another $5. I don't have it set up to like show anything in my chat, which is annoying to me. I gotta fix that. Nice. Thank you, Hen. Oh, now the little bar is red. There's a little bit of red in there. I likes it. I likes it a lot. I want to get that whole bar filled with red. I got to come up with some milestone ideas. Do it really quick. Yeah, Tiltify is fantastic. It's like instant. So. I like all the little modules they have too. I could probably move this guy down a little bit. It's only going to show the top 5, but I don't like it down there. It was fine where it was. What am I doing? Yeah. Maybe put it like there. Boom. That's the new spot for it. Hey, Vastralakis. How you doing, buddy? Who's Tessa? He's convinced that what happened in Fatima is going to happen to Welrin next. Before we fled Fatima, the Empire was finishing up converting the living. Seeing them show up here hasn't been good for either of us. I'm so sorry. It's a lot. I appreciate you taking a second to listen. Maybe it's just not Tessa that needs something.
May I
Now,
help
who are
you?
you? Cages. They were hauling their souls away in cages. Eterra, please let some of them be left.
Safe travels.
Oh, it doesn't end well because I saw, because I come from the future where this all goes to shit. Yeah, Space Gamer, I am on Twitch as well. Twitch.tv/metalgamergeek. Oh, there we go. So I guess what it's telling me to do is to imbue something with... Well, I'll do it with, what has the most forging potential? Minion damage? I wish it wasn't minion damage. I throw this in there, right? Void damage, poison damage, stun chance. So if I don't do that, you're 22 forging potential. Plus 1 to 10 forging potential. Ooh, 1 to 10? So you can't just craft like a crazy person. It's a random tier 1 affixes to all empty fix slots on the item. It has an increased chance of rolling rarer affixes. Yeah, why not? No forging potential. Whoa, Space Gamer, thank you for the follow. Over on Twitch. Increased stun chance with melee attacks. Now this thing stuns, does void damage. One to 12. I don't understand it. Suffixes, prefixes. So like, if I were to say, hey, cannot be applied. So if it was blank, I could have put whatever I wanted in there. Okay, let's give you more void damage. I messed up. I give you more void damage. 17 forge remaining. That one can't go up any higher. $13 remaining. So we've upgraded everything we can with this weapon now. I'm gonna find something else that's like better probably.
What do you want?
Ancella, so you're the outsider. The queen told us to expect you. She said we should help you out. Thing is, I'd like to know we can trust you. See that Imperial over there? He had keys to the Great College. Use them to infiltrate the place and stop whatever they're doing in there. The only person wanting to go there, you know. The college is one of the first immortal Empire took from us. Always wanted to see what was inside. Let's get more lore. We're all fools. The Emperor will find this place. He slew your gods and dined on their power. Oh, that's that guy. Right, sack of bones. Either we chat or you'll find out what you're so-called. Oh. I know I'm a bit busy. What's going on? Just caught my friend here spying. Now I'm trying to figure out what he knows, where the rest of them are. Unfortunately, with these bastards, you can't make it hurt.
Be well.
In Wellrin. Where do I go for Wellrin? How am I living? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. So we have to get this part here done first. I'm enjoying this game a lot. I re-rolled for stream. I'm a Sentinel Void Knight now. Enjoying melee combat in this game. Welcome to our humble camp of outcasts. If you mean to join the rebellion, you're in good company. If not, well then you've just made the poor choice of coming here. A shard? Wait, no. The whole Epoch? I'm here to stop the Immortal Emperor. I mean, yes, the Epoch should be the key we've needed, but... Well, you're impressive, I'll give you that. I'm here to help however I can. Assuming we can trust you, if you get that Epoch close to the Emperor, we might be able to use its power against him. One of our mages had the location to a secret entrance for his base, but he's been captured. They're transporting him west somewhere in Welrin. Okay. Hey there, Wandering with William. I'm doing alright, I guess.
I see. Yes?
I'm doing the best I can. How about you there, William? Remember, keep your gear pristine if you want to stand a chance against the Immortal Empire. You find a shard, remember to use it. We find shards all the time. Yeah, don't worry, so long as the Queen's here, everyone's safe, even outsiders. Why do you trust her so much? Because she saved us. We were being transported to the Immortal Citadel for God knows how long, like cattle. Suddenly she appears, rises up, fighting against our captors. With her help, we were able to break the chains and become free. We established the outcast camp, and have been here ever since. Some say she's an elder from Welrin, others she's some priestess or an old god. But I'm not one for fairy tales. What's important isn't who she was, but who she is right now.
May Eterra guide your travels.
Okay. Time to go to Welrin. But how you doing there, William? No problem, Space Gamer. Always appreciate you stopping by. And thank you for the $2 super chat when you were over on YouTube. That's going to go directly to the St. Jude's Fund. Appreciate it. You have a good rest of your night, okay? That bear has runes carved on his side. I don't think that's going to go well for me. What is this zone? Level 23 and I'm 28. As is tradition, I am overpowered. Tied for your favorite class? I'm getting used to it. I tried stuff with the flying, with the circling hammers. I wasn't a big fan of it. Do I have any passives I haven't used yet? No. Hey, leave me alone. Yeah, it is good. The Racing Strike and also this here, the Abyssal Echoes, is nice when you have a gang on you. I like to spin to win though. Summon zombies has more health. Yeah, this Abyssal Echoes thing is nice when you have a group of people. Goes up to 8 people. Does damage over time, and if you hit somebody who has it on them, it does all of the dot in one shot. Or at least what's remaining. Two-handed. Hold, fire. No. Can I break any of these? No. I still miss the mage's, like, death beam that I was rocking for a while. But I figure if I get to the end with this character, if I decide to, like, roll another one, I'll just, you know, roll mage next. I'm not basic attacking.
Stand down or die.
My basic attack is gone. I replaced that a while ago, dude. This is Vengeance. My basic attack is this guy. Not this guy. This guy. That's what I'm using for basic attack. Oh, wonderful. Can't see. I love Twitch and their ads. I have 2 more points to assign here. Hey, Frank, how you doing, buddy? Avoid damage. There we go. Doing good? Nice. Good to hear. Two-handed does 31. Nope. Not sacrificing damage at this point. This bear can teleport. There we go. Oh, this connected. Oh, look at that. All right. I think the Twitch edge should be done. If they are, let me know, Vastralakis, if you could hear me. I was using Rive for a while, but then I'm like, I'm gonna have to redo all this other stuff. I mean, currently, I do more damage. I've also been dumping, I think I had Vengeance first. I have Vengeance, Warpath, and this. It feels like once you get to level 11, it just kind of like stagnates on leveling up for a while. Which makes me wonder if I need to undo some stuff. Because I really want to get to this path. Let me try that. No, this undoes it. One. Yeah. So that'll undo that. Hammers will get the 1 point. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. That basically will go up to there. Accelerate XP gain until level 9. So yeah, because I took away so much of it. Okay. Is Rive the best one? This isn't bad, but like, I feel like the whole purpose of Vengeance is like to its whole thing is about countering technically Okay. I like this one, though. I don't know. I'm going to stick with Vengeance. But it does feel like it takes forever for it to go from level 11 and on. Up here. My other question for the longest time was, do I have to keep using the ability for it to gain XP? And I don't think you do. Because I don't... Hold on. What else to use? Okay, yeah. Well, I know at least with Vengeance, there's a part on there where as I'm using it, it refills my my mana per hit. So it's a good trade-off for me to like, because I constantly am using spin to win, which does eat up a significant amount of mana. But then I just, a couple hits of this, mana's back up. I don't know if it's the same for Rive. Well, let me check. Time rot. Oh, that makes this here. Hold up. On Vengeance. Was it on Vengeance or was it something else? It's on Warpath. Never mind. I'm a big fat liar. Like the bleed thing. Nope, I was a big liar. I think it was an active or a passive ability that happened with. Yeah, no, that's there. That's passive ability. Rive does it too. Okay. I thought it was something specific to the Vengeance weapon that I slotted into it. So, I don't know. The only way that I could test it is if I swap out Rive and Vengeance completely, right? That's a big bear. There we go. No shields. No. Search in the upper right. Oh! That's cool. If I want to do something for like heal. Just on healing. Oh. Yeah, no, the thing I was talking about, it's not unique to the ability. Pulls into, and I gained 5 per point. Yeah, so the thing I was talking about was here, time and faith. You regain mana and a portion of your missing health when you directly use Rive, Vengeance, Smite, or Multi-Strike. This is one I was talking about. Yeah, that's a passive, so that applies to multiple things. I thought it was a unique to the Vengeance ability. That's why I didn't want to give it up, but now that I know. Because like I was saying, the main thing about Vengeance is basically I have to get hit to proc the ability, and I don't like that. The other thing I could do is also Multi-Strike, which doesn't cost anything. Hey, I'm trying to read my abilities here. Leave me alone. Okay. Two-handed axe, that's this. Physical damage, strength. This is all about companion stuff. That's that hunter one. I lose void melee, stun. I'm going to pick it up to keep, but also never to use. Armament is additional sword to strike a nearby enemy when you use multi-strike. That could be good. But if I pop this into here, right? Means I'd have to do this and respec the whole thing, despecialize the skill. You know, let's just do it on the fly. So since we're being a void specialist, I think I'm okay without the bleed. So I'd have to go 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could do this entire tree. That's my void specialization. That's actually kind of cool how they do this. So now I do more damage, more void damage since I'm using axe. This, more damage, void conversion, bleed equals time rot. So now this. What is time rot? I wish it stayed, have a way for it to stay on there. So what is time rot? Is there a way to make this stay? Echoing as a void. Yeah, I want more information about time rot. Void base dot, okay. Which makes sense. I will say this, it is faster. this treasure chest here. None now tents the garden below. Cave Druid's Tomb. Where's the door of the Lightless Arbor dungeon? Yeah, I've been there. So the Lightless dungeon is in the Ruined Error. So there. Now I can do a dungeon. That's cool. I really like the way this game just flows. I like it a lot more than I like Diablo. Nothing there. Okay. Gotta go all the way around now. So the next point that I get with Rive, if I put it into the bleed, that was right there, that becomes time rot instead of... So that means it's a void-based dot instead of a physical-based dot, because bleed is physical damage, which is good, because I've run into so many things that were physical resistant. But I can also imagine that since we're fighting the void, things would be void resistant. Yeah, waypoint. That is so gnarly, the thing. That my F key right now. Hold up, that's the way we have to go. I don't want to go that way just yet. There's stuff over here.
Down or die.
Love it. Helm of Life. No thanks. You know what other game I've been seeing a lot of resurgence for lately? Because they did I guess they did a reveal of like things coming to it. Division 2. Oh yeah. Babe mentioned something about games, and I just never had a. I've never had a moment of downtime to like pull up my Steam list of all the stuff I've bought recently. Because 2025 has been quite the year so far for games. I will say that much. I just saw they put another Starfield update out. I don't know if it was like a major one or if it was just like a minor bug patch kind of thing. But maybe that's a game I revisit one day in the future. But probably not, now that I'm thinking about it. I think it was a one and done game. If I were to play a Bethesda game anytime soon, like a core IP Bethesda game, I would probably get the Oblivion remaster. Jam happening in 9 days, dude. So one of my friends went to a Godot convention in Massachusetts because he lives in Massachusetts, and he was asking how my Godoting went, and I told him like, yeah, because I planned to do a bunch of stuff over the weekend. Friday at some point, we got a phone call that one of Danny, Pixie, one of her relatives had passed, but it wasn't like unexpected. She was in hospice care. So Saturday, I don't know if you're in the Discord, and you saw that picture that I posted of me, you know, getting culture and going to a play. That was for her birthday, so we went to that with her parents on Saturday, but it was like an hour away. But because of this thing that happened with her relative, which was Sunday, we had to like cram everything we normally do on the weekend into Saturday, which meant by the time we got home on Sunday, we were exhausted. So I really didn't have much Godot time this weekend to do anything. I would not feel comfortable doing a jam, knowing not even the first little bit of how to do the essential hello world for Godot. This guy was dumb tough for my build, I guess. Blighted pole sword, deft pole sword. No, I'm an axe wielder. I'm an axe man. Yeah, I'm an axe man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about doing jams without like having knowledge and things. It's like it's my imposter syndrome kicking up, dude. That's all it really is. Oh, look at that. Rive and this now have abilities. 1, 2, 3. We're going this way with this now. I gotta get over that stuff. Oh, thanks. I knew her too. She was a nice lady. Late in her life, she started doing stuff. Whoa, 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 hold on. Late in life, because she was of the Jewish faith. Late in life, she started doing things like she was 80, I think, when she got her bar or bat mitzvah. I forget which one applies to the female. Which one applies to the male. Bar versus bot. But she was like a very focused lady. And a good lady from what I recall. I've heard lots of stories about. Because there are some elderly grandparents, like... You ever watch Everybody Loves Raymond? Because if you have, my grandmother on my dad's side was exactly like his on the show. Real fun. It was almost like a carbon copy. She even looked and dressed exactly like her. But instead of being Italian, like on the show, it was the Greek side, so... Look at these zombies. Look at all these zombies. I probably should go up here. The colleges. But yeah, that was my life growing up. Great college. Okay, so what's up in here now? Oh, heck. Identify yourself. One of those with an Imperial officer crest are permitted beyond this point. Only one of the crests can pass. So now I go to the ruined college of the past, or the future, and pick it off dead bodies. That's great. I could imagine it being that way. Faster movement speed, attack speed, and cast speed. Let's go. Wait. Oh, if I could have this permabuff, that'd be great. The remains of an Imperial officer are surprisingly good condition. One of his hands still clutches what appears to be some kind of crest. Take the crest. Called it. How long have you been here? Yep. Go to the future, steal it off the corpse, go to the past, gain entrance. Nothing left to do there. Anyone have gold? Yeah. I love it when random benches have gold. Seal binding, the door fades away. What are you doing? Guards. The sound of Humsk fleeing to the upper levels can be heard above. Oh. I'm trying to see what they're doing inside this college, because it seemed like from what they told that lady was saying, it's like they're doing like experiments that are not on the up and up here. Nice. Wish I could see over there. Silver ring of purity. Movement speed, strength, minion damage, necrotic resistance. No thanks. I'll sell it. I know also doing all these side quests can net you like extra passive points too. That's always a good thing to get. What do we have? No. No. So does void count as necrotic? No, because void counts as void damage, not necrotic damage. Right? Void, yeah, void is void. There is no necrotic here. Sentinel body armor, but it's so weak. The new soul extractors have proven effective. The yield of essence from the test subjects is reliably greater and of higher quality compared to previous extraction methods, yet it is still far from enough. The Emperor's gift is spread thin. Every day another of us loses what makes us human and becomes a mindless thrall. Immortal and loyal, but lacking the heart of our Emperor defies the god defied. Lacking the heart our Emperor defied the gods to defend. Okay. It pains me still that we have resorted to this. But what choice do we have? Even if the living were willing to accept immortality, would we be able to provide enough essence to sustain them? We cannot let their souls go to waste. If my work can keep the spark of consciousness lit, I'm a single imperial citizen, I will sacrifice as many of the living as I must. That's an odd take. Melee attack speed, critical strike chance. Oh, I lose physical damage and all the other stuff. Okay, this chest. No and no. Right, you. The device appears to be what the Immortal Empire uses to extract souls from the living victims. You can tell from the faces of the nearby corpses that the process is excruciating. Shut it down. I saw what they did here. I return to you, lady. Can I just do that? No. I don't have a waypoint for here? That makes sense. A waypoint for there and a waypoint for there. Okay. Travel back to camp. A second here. Fix this real quick. All right. Who's the lady I gotta talk to? All the way down here? Yeah, it was by the forge. I walked past the forge.
What do you want?
You stop what the more Imperials are doing at the Great College. Excellent work. Guess that's on me for doubting the Queen. You have my thanks. Oh yeah, passive point. And level 30. And level up Rive. Oh. Lacerates enemies on hit. Lacerated enemies take melee damage over time for 3 seconds with base damage equal to 300% of your added melee damage. You have 20 melee damage and 10 fire melee damage. Lacerates base damage would be 60 physical and 30 fire. God damn. Well, melee and void. That's nasty. If I'm doing melee and void, that's a ton of stuff. So if it goes up to 11, because this thing's like, see how long this takes to go up to 11 to the next level? Well, like here, 35 and 50. This is when this unlocks. So in 5 levels, I get another specialization. So 7, 8, 9. Here's just someone a forged weapon. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Or 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Because that'll be 100% chance. So every attack, every hit with Rive will bleed them, which turns to Time Rot. I do 1, 2. You know what? I'm fine with that. Just leave it at 50%. Leave it at 50%, and then see what else I could branch out to. Search the Whirlwind for signs of the outcast mage. You know what's actually kind of cool about this game? Like, I would never play, like, Path of Exile or Diablo as a hardcore character. I think I've only died in this game once. And that was because I stepped away from my machine. But I could totally see playing hardcore in this right out of the gate. I mean, I wouldn't do it until you know the story. So many things it takes away if I switch my weapons.
Down or die.
Oh. I'm wondering if Warpath is ideal anymore. If I should be relying on something else. I went to the old college. This is the way I want to go down here. So it looks like the maps are static, which is fine. I have a skill point I have to assign. I always forget to do that in a timely fashion. Let's go with melee void. Yeah. Unlock devouring orb. Creates an orb. Hey. I was reading something. What would I replace you with? I don't know if I would. Well, that's fun. That thing I said about hardcore, that's insane right now. Yup. Thank goodness I don't have that on. Those guys were not cool. I don't know why I also never use a potion. I'm allergic to the number one. I'm allergic to the stuff in the red that makes it red. That's what it is. Red 40. Make me break out in nasty hives. That's why I never drink potions. I just drink the blood of my enemies. Vengeful remains of a harbinger's victim remains nearby. What does that mean? Is that like one of my corpses? Oh no, it means there's a nemesis nearby. Let's see. Freeze? No. 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 None of this is good for me. Okay, stuff over here really bothers me now. There we go. This was the guy. You saved me, Eterra. You saved me, Eterra. If only you'd been here sooner, the others would still be. I was told to find a mage here. You have to help Alric. That idiot let it slip that he knew something, and now they've taken him away for interrogation or worse. Why would they take him? I have no clue, but this ring, its magic, is linked to him. The outcast over at Risen Lake could help you activate it to lead to him. I'd offer to join you, but I don't think I can. Where's the lake? Head west to the lake. Take the ring to the outcast there. They'll be able to find Alric. Look for a stone inscribed with runes by the lake edge. Touch it with Alric's ring, and the outcast will let you into the hideout. Nice.
Gods be with you.
Well, that's like all the way over there. All right, let's finish exploring this map, and then probably call it for the day. Now my question is, if I go to respec passives, I can only do that at the specific vendor. That one costs gold, and I get those points back. It's different than the weapon stuff. I'm assuming with the weapons, it's the more XP you get, the more they level up quicker. So the higher area you should go to, the better it is. Dun, 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 dun. It'd be really great if I get to the next area and there's like a waypoint right there for me. I don't have to try to find one. Go and then end you. Silver Amulet of Conflagration. Does this just connect back up to the college? I also love the fact that the Echo does that massive hammer strike. So want to go with Lacerate. Yeah, these do refill rather quickly, the skills when you respec. Jesus Christ.
Stand down or die.
This dude's a menace. Armor, void, resistance, +1 strength. Pick it up. All these zombos. Okay. Whole lot of creepy crawlies.
Stand down or die.
Is there something summoning all these guys up? All up here is done. We're here now. Do 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 do. Now we go to the Risen Lake. No, cross my fingers that the waypoint is right at the beginning. Old Warden's Road. Probably not. Oh, it is. Thank goodness. Zombie hounds I gotta deal with now. Let's go back to the outcast camp. It's all the things I've discovered. It's not much. We're in chapter 4. We did all of chapter 3 today on stream. Another one of those. That goes in the garbage. Void damage. 111. Sell that. Some of these are like dupes that I don't think I need. I'm not running dual wield. 36, no thanks. Not running that. No. Alright, armor smith. We're done. One-handed battle axe. I mean, am I shooting myself in the foot? No, because a lot of the stuff over here with this, it's like it's doubled. So this pertains specifically with two-handed weapons. Doubled while dual wielding or with two-handed weapons. So that means I have to go gladiator. I'm not going to do that. wonder if I pulled one from here. Although this is like a little bit towards 12. I think I might leave that alone. Warpath we're keeping. This we're going to slot into here. And then there. 8. Eight, 9, 10. 9, 10, 11. Here go this Coupe de Gracie. Okay. Well, that is going to do it for me tonight because I'm getting tired all of a sudden. You guys have been great. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you to Hen and to Sadistic and to Space Gamer for their bits, super chats, and straight up donations to St. Jude. I will be back on Thursday picking up somewhere in this game where we left off. I'll probably be playing this tomorrow at some point. Because it's a fun game. Oh yeah, before I go, I kept wanting to do this. We kept talking about this and I never did it. Let's look at my account details, purchase history. Okay, games I've bought recently was the entire Mass Effect collection. Last Epoch, RuneScape, Dragon Wilds, Rainbreaker, Raven's Watch, Tyrant's Realm, Midnight Fight Express, Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2, Void Souls, Hydroneer, Monster Hunter Wilds, Endless Legend, Balatro. So many games just in 2025 that are like chef's kiss. And I bought a bunch of early access stuff that came out, but I don't remember what was what. But yeah, 2025 is a slightly hectic gaming schedule thing. But yeah, if you're on Twitch, don't forget to drop a follow. If you're on YouTube, do not forget to hit that like button, click that subscribe button. If you're not already subbed to the channel, ring the bell to get alerted when I post content and go live here on YouTube. You guys are great. Thank you all for hanging out. Let's see if anybody's on YouTube right now. Well, Delta's on. I'm gonna drop you guys over to Delta 1. He's usually a No Man's Sky streamer, but he plays a lot of Apex Legends as well. He's a good buddy. We're gonna drop you guys off in there. And yeah, take care everybody. Have a good one. And see you soon. Bye.